I just wanted to do a quick review on this Nintendo Switch controller. Now this is one of the official controllers and I really like it. This is one of the PowerA licensed products, and I used this controller for probably 1.5 to 2 years before I ever started to have any issues with it. Now the controller works perfectly fine. The only problem is that it did develop stick drift. And so that is something to keep in mind. It's probably just kind of inevitable on a lot of the modern controllers. But other than that, it's been, a good controller. That's, just kind of the reality of it. I use it a lot and it just kind of is what it is. Now, I have to give you a disclaimer. I was not easy on this controller. It's been dropped numerous times. I think there was some like a beverage spilled on it at one point and things like that. So probably user error, but I just wanted to upfront make that clear that it has kind of come to the end of its usefulness. Now, I still use it for racing games because it's very rare that you're ever going to have your thumb off the joystick, in like Mario Kart or anything like that. So it can still be useful if I'm trying to do multiplayer on a racing game. But for anything like Zelda or anything where there's going to be situations where you're going to take your thumb off the joystick, it's maybe not a good thing to have your character just walking off the side of a cliff or something. But other than that, this is probably one of the better controllers that I have used. I've used other options that failed within weeks. I used another joystick or not joystick, but like an aftermarket Joy-Con controller setup. Those actually failed me within a matter of days. So, it just is what it is. Now, as far as the layout of this controller goes, there's only one thing that I don't like. I don't like the D-pad very much. Now, that might seem a little silly, but I just think that it just doesn't feel as solid as some of the higher end controllers or even the 8-bit Do controllers that are out there. I own one of those and it has a really nice D-pad, but I don't use the D-pad terribly often, so it's probably okay that that's not a shining example of a D-pad. You're gonna have all the regular features of a Nintendo controller. You're gonna have obviously your triggers on the front. Then you're gonna have these buttons right here. I've never played a game where I've needed these or used these. I'm not a super avid gamer. If you need those buttons, that's cool. I don't. But what I will say about this controller, one of the best features of it is the connectivity capabilities of it. It's super easy to get it to wake up the Nintendo. I feel like it works better in that regard than any of the other aftermarket controllers that I've tried. You basically just wake the controller up by pushing any of the buttons, and then it immediately turns the Wii on. Wait, it's not the Wii, it's a Switch. I don't know why I said that. I just bought a Wii. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of that. But you basically just push any button on it, wakes it up, and then turns on the Switch, and then the TV just automatically comes on. So theoretically, I don't even have to get up and turn the TV on or use the remote to turn it on. Overall, pretty impressed with it. I was pretty bummed when it started to develop stick drift, but aside from that, it is one of the better options that I've ever used.